Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, depends what time you watch our video.
Yeah, good day to everyone. So, we are going to share to you our experience with regards to the processing of the 13A probationary visa and as well as the conversion from probationary to 13A permanent visa. So, we were married last 2023. So, the moment that we got married, we also processed the marriage certificate, which is a very important document that you need to have the moment that you're going to start for your probationary period. So Artem now is almost 2 years here in the Philippines, my
Not
love, no?
yet, not yet. 2 years, June month,
Mm,
but first visit Filipino
April.
April 18.
Mm.
Yes, it's April 18, 2023.
So did you regret? Are you sad that you're here in the Philippines or no?
Confident information.
Confidential.
Of course, available plus and minus for
Yeah.
every country. So
Mm.
sad, not sad, it's depends everybody.
Looking forward for the best. So we got married in the church, and there's a lot of things that we actually processed before we got married in the church. And then after the marriage, so we were thinking that we are going to convert the visa into a 13A probationary visa. So the agency or the office who's going to facilitate that is for the processing is definitely the Department of Immigration. So every foreigner who wants to have that conversion has to go through the process set by or required by the Department of Immigration. So we have here the list of documents. Can actually be downloaded in the website of the Department of Immigration. You can actually visit the website at www.immigration.gov.ph if you're planning to have your visa. So the first visa that Artem got was the tourist visa, and then we just extended it. The first extension was 1 month, right?
Yes, 1 month,
Mm-hmm.
after 2 months,
Then two
and
months.
1 month, 2 months,
Mm.
and 6 months.
Mm.
So, and after 6 months, we going the probationary visa.
Mm.
Actually, for the probationary visa, need check where from. Maybe
Mm.
little bit document different.
Different. Yeah, so for the tourist visa, you actually have the extension. You can extend the first one for the first month, and then you can do extensions so for the succeeding extensions that you need to have. So, all the tourist visa processing that we got, we have processed it in Manila because we were previously staying in Manila. And then when we decided that we're going to change here our residence here in Davao right now, so that's also when we process our conversion from the probationary to permanent visa. So we already processed the probationary visa when we were in Manila. So the processing time frame for the probationary visa in Manila is way faster. Manila's Department of Immigration is the central processing unit, so I think they can make it the processing can be faster compared to the provinces. Um, Going back with regards to the tourist visa, there are so many offices that you can also do that one in the Philippines. So you just check which one do you want to process. So when we decided that we're going to process the probationary, so we got this information coming from, we visited the main office of the Bureau of Immigration. There's actually another office that you can also go to. We usually go to BI Makati,
Makati, yes, but
right?
Makati not provide
Mm-hmm.
probationary visa, only tourist
Yes.
visa,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe work visa.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
because there's a lot of businesses who's owned by foreigners. That's the reason why, I think that's also the reason why they have the Bureau of Immigration office there in Makati, and the processing there is also just very quick. And we really recommend the personnel and the staff there because they are very helpful when it comes to the processing of the documents, especially the tourist visa. So, as what Artem said, the processing of the probationary peer visa can just be done in the main. So we went there and we got this information. So we're going to talk to you about what are the necessary documentations that you need to be able to get, and as well as the processing time frame, and as well as the fees. So with the probationary visa, you will be getting a guarantee letter the moment that you go to the Bureau of BI Immigration in Intramuros. That's their main office there. You will be assisted by the person. You just have to ask him about, or ask her about, the information that you wanted to convert from the tourist visa to the probationary visa. This can be done so long as you got married with the Philippines. Requirements will include the guarantee letter. They can actually also inform you, and you can actually ask them, when can I probably get these letters? Who can make it for me? Because they can also refer somebody who's going to make the letter for you. So you just pay a certain amount for the lawyer or the attorney's assistance, so that you can be able to get the guarantee letter. So there will be two letters that you are going to get. One is the guarantee letter and the joint letter of request, which will be addressed to the commissioner. So there is also what we call the BI form CGAF. So this is like the standard form that they are going, you need to be able to fill out. It's not necessary for you to be able to have it computerized. It can just be handwritten. So it looks like this form will be given to you by the person in the BI office, and then definitely you'll be needing the marriage certificate. So it has to be coming from the PSA, and then when we got married, we waited for at least 6 months for us to be able to get the PSA certified marriage certificate. So you just have to be patient to wait
Yes,
with
but
regards to the marriage certificate.
timing for the document depends province.
Mm-hmm.
It's Davao province maybe 6 months, Cebu
Mm,
province more, maybe
mm-hmm.
shorter, Luzon I think more faster.
Mm,
So it's
mm,
really depends. It's need to
mm,
ask how long time you need wait,
mm.
and preparing other document for the probationary visa.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you also have to consider because we got married here in Davao. So the time frame that we waited for us to be able to get the marriage certificate coming from the PSA, Philippine Statistics Authority, is after 6 months. So you will also provide the birth certificate of the your Filipino wife. Definitely, this certification, birth certification, has to also be PSA certified. So make sure that your wife has the PSA certified birth certificate. So if she doesn't have this document still, then please advise the wife that she needs to get the PSA birth certificate. And also there will be requirement, which will be a photocopy of the passport. This is basic, that you have to be able to provide the passport, and then you also have to get an NBI clearance, which is only valid for 6 months. So with regards to the NBI clearance, what's your thoughts about it, and what can you say?
To depend, it's to need check province in Manila. This is document preparing 7 day in
Mm,
Davao region 30 days.
mm,
So it's need to calculate preparing your time
mm,
because somebody sure live not inside city, and this is need to planning,
Mm.
and don't be rush
Mm.
because need everything doing step by step and
Mm.
save your nervous system.
So when processing the documents, you have to remember if this is being done in the provincial branch. So for example, we actually got the NBI clearance. We first went to NBI in Davao, and then we were informed that it will be after 30 days. So since we are also staying in Manila, so the moment that we went to Manila, we agreed that, oh, maybe we can just process, let's just try how fast it can be released here in Manila. So when we processed the NBI clearance in Manila, it was just 1 week, and then we did not anymore waited for the NBI clearance that we got in Davao because we already had our NBI clearance in Manila. So that's the document that we have submitted for the probationary period. The NBA clearance here, it will look like this. So it looks like this. This is like a criminal background check that's being done to either foreigner or Filipinos whenever you need this documentation for any office that you need to submit. So those are the documents that we have submitted. We also have filled up this questionnaire. This was also provided to us by the officer. So this is a conversion application of the visa, the probationary visa. So the moment that we have submitted all the documentations there, we paid for about 11,000. Yeah, 11,000 for the processing. And then we had our interview as well.
Yes, about interview, you need to preparing ask officer
Mm.
what date you need come immigrations,
Mm-hmm.
because interview not going same day how you go give document for the
Mm.
immigration. It can be next day or after 1 week.
Mm.
You need this is questions
Mm.
give officer, and realize you need go back or you need something with state in city because somebody from province.
Mm-mm. So make sure that you have known or you have asked coming from the officer as to when is the interview, when it will take place, and also there's actually other thing as well that there should be a picture taking. Yeah, picture
Yes, picture
taking.
picture taking, and in Manila, I do fingerprinting
Mm-hmm.
in immigrations.
Mm.
Actually, first time in NBA clearance, I do fingerprinting.
Yes, yes.
So second times NBA clearance and immigrations, we
Mm.
not going for this is process.
Mm. So there was just a fingerprinting, digital fingerprinting there in the Bureau of Immigration that we had done after the picture taking was taken, and then there was an interview that was done by the officer, and then after that. We just waited for the time. They will inform you that you have to be able to check the website so that you will be able to see the name of your spouse, the name of your husband, and then the moment that it will already be reflected on their website, then you can go back to the Bureau of Immigration, and then you are going to collect the probationary visa. So
Uh, Bureau Immigration send it SMS how your document ready, right? Not,
no, we
or
haven't.
only check
Yeah,
internet
yeah.
because something number phone get it about information. No?
We were not able to receive the notification via SMS with regards to the release of the probationary visa. Actually, we have checked the website of the Bureau of Immigration, and then after 2 weeks, then we have already seen that the name of Artem was there. So we went to the Bureau of Immigration main office, and then we informed them that we have already seen his name, and then um, we waited for some time. The officer processed the things, another I-card was already released. So from the I-card that you got from tourist visa, this will be changed to the violet color of I-card, which is already a probationary. So the status there from the tourist visa of the I-card, then it will be changed to probationary. Probationary. Yeah.
Yes, probationary visa.
Mm-mm. And it's also just valid for 1 year for the probationary visa. So that's the thing that you also have to remember. So, mhm.
Yes, need not only remember, need and earlier going for the immigration, because process, how you can see for the NBI get 1 month,
Mm,
plus you need preparing document of something personal request for the immigration. It can get time, and you need going early, maybe 3 months earlier
mm,
your expired ICR and
mm,
visa. So how
mm.
don't have problem with immigrations?
This is for the permanent visa, a
No,
permanent
yes,
or the
after
probationary.
probationary.
Yeah. So let's move forward with the processing of the permanent visa. So now that you already have your probationary visa, the next thing that you have to process is to convert it from the probationary to the permanent visa. So your husband will have a permanent residency here in the Philippines. So that's what Arda mentioned, that you have to consider time as well, that 3 months before the expiration of your probationary visa, you have to be able to go to the immigration officer so that you can get in advance the needed requirements that you have to submit. So the same as what they are, it's not actually the same, but there will be additional documents that you will be needing. So this one, the moment that you're going to visit the immigration office, then you are also going to be provided with the checklist of documents. So we process our probationary in Manila, and then we process our conversion to the permanent visa here in Davao. So here in Davao, for the processing, since we have done and submitted all the documents, they mentioned to us that the processing will be around 4 months.
3 6 months. Three
Three
6 months.
3 to 6 months.
Yes.
So we have already submitted, and we're going to wait for that time until the permanent visa will be released. So the documents will be needed will be the joint letter of address that is addressed to the commissioner. You will also have guarantee, affidavit of guarantee, and then there's also joint affidavit of continuous cohabitation. The same in Manila, you can also ask the officer as to which office can they refer, so that they can be able to help you out with regards to the letters that you need to submit to them. And also the same thing, that you have to submit this general form coming from the Bureau of Immigration. It doesn't need to be computerized. You can fill it out handwriting, but then you have to also ensure that all the information here will be correct. So if you are not sure as to whether the information that you have placed is not correct, then you can ask for additional documents, so that you have at least a reference first before, and then have them check if those information that you have provided were correct. And then the same thing, that you have to submit your passport copy, and then still there will be NBI clearance. So this time around, you have to also consider as to the processing time frame of your NBI. As what we mentioned earlier, if it's coming from the province, then it's way longer compared to Manila. So the first NBI clearance, that's already submitted during probationary. The second one is for the permanent visa. So still, you have to submit a valid NBI clearance, which is at least valid for 6 months. So you will also be providing the photocopy of your spouse ID, and then you will also have to submit your ICR card, and then during the time that you process the probationary period, they are going to provide you a BOC order. This is like the implementation that you have, this is a document that they are going to release the moment that the visa was already implemented. So like from changing of tourist visa to probationary, so there is an implementation document that they're going to provide you. So you have to include that in the list of documents that you're going to provide the moment that you're going to process for your permanent visa. So I think that would be all. Then after, there's also
Interview.
an interview coming from the officer. So what did you ask? What did she ask during the interview?
No, first she give lesser questions because
Uh-huh.
my wife pregnant. This is informational the best. So we speak about uh, we how long I can stay outside country. So it's permanent visa. I
Mm-hmm.
need every 5 year renew my ID.
Yes.
So
Mm-mm.
come here, renew ID before 2 months expired.
Mm-mm.
So it's I think quickly faster. It's can be get time for your vacations. So you leave another country, but you need sometimes been here.
Mm.
So no,
The renew. She mentioned that the renewal will be every 5 years.
5 years, yes.
Mm.
Yes, and not expirations time for
Mm.
the your visa here in the
Mm.
Philippines. You need only renew your
Renew.
document and no
Mm.
more.
So for the probationary visa, it's only valid for 1 year. But for the permanent visa, it's valid forever. You just have to renew it every 5 years. So we also ask if ever that do we need some certain length of time that we need to be here in the Philippines. She mentioned no, you don't need any length of time that you have to stay in the Philippines. So long as you are going to renew the permanent visa prior its expiration, then there's no problem. So the interview was just easy. Everything was just everything just went smooth. And then after the interview, they provided us the information for the certification that everything has already been submitted, and we submitted an application for the permanent visa. And by the way, the interview schedule as well will not be the same time during the time that you have to submit your document to the Bureau of Immigration. So with us for the processing of the permanent visa, we submitted it
We submit document
mm,
Thursday, but
Thursday.
our interview going Friday.
Mm,
So for who live in province, you
mm,
need first this is questions open and preparing your hotel or
mm.
planning for the traveling
Mm.
because it's really very important.
So it's not the same day interview. You have to consider that as well if ever that you are not staying in the same area where the Bureau of Immigration can be found. So at this point, we're just waiting. With regards to the fees, we also paid 9,000, I
9,000,
think.
10,000.
Yeah, 10, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10,000 probably. So the first one, the probationary period, you are going to prepare 11,000, and then uh, you have to include the amount of the payment that you have to pay for the letters. So probably around 15. You have to
Yes.
prepare 15,000. That's about how much in dollars for the 15,000, my love? Like 300 to 350
300,
dollars. Yeah.
yes, it depends situations.
Mm,
And two very important moment. Every year, first 60 days, you
mm.
need pay in immigrations, how its name?
Annual report.
Annual report.
Mm,
Every year, how you not pay, you
mm.
have a penalty.
Yeah. So if
So it's
ever
very important.
this will be, for example, for you that you have already your probationary
Visa.
visa.
Yes, it's
Mm-hmm.
not for the tourist visa,
Mm,
only probationary visa or permanent visa.
mm,
Another type visa, I don't know. We can
mm,
say only for this is free type visa.
So if you have permanent or probationary, please take note that you have to report, you have to go to the BI office so that you can pay for the annual report. So the fee for that is around 350 pesos. So it's easier if you just have to go to the BI office to settle that amount. It has to be done 60 days the first 60 days of the year. That's what they call, that one is the annual report. So I think those are the information that we can share to you right at this point. We're just waiting for the release of Artem's permanent visa. So they mentioned that it will be 4 to 6 months, and they're just going to notify us via SMS if the document is already available. So since it's being processed in Davao, they still have to submit it to Manila, and then the moment that it's already received by Davao BI office again, then they're going to notify us via a message, via text, and then we can go back in the BI office, and we will be able to receive the iCard, which is already a permanent, yeah,
iCard and Visa, I think,
iCard and
put
Visa
stamp and passport.
implementation. Yes.
So,
Mm-mm. So that's it. If you have any questions with regards to the processing of this visa, just comment in the comment section of our YouTube channel. And if ever that you find this helpful, hopefully you can like this video and subscribe to our channel. And hopefully we can be able to share more information
yes.
with regards to the processes that might also be important for you moving forward as you are going to plan, if ever that you are a foreign individual who's planning to relocate here in the Philippines, get married with a Filipina, and be able to stay here in the Philippines. Anything that you like to add, Artem?
Enjoy with us.
So thank you so much for your time, guys,
Thank you very
and
much.
we are uploading videos on a weekly basis every Saturday, and we hope to see you again our next video on the next Saturday. Bye.
Bye.